What's up, my little cat travelers? Guess what, guys? Guess what? It is official, guys. The 4th anniversary global character just came out. So yes, guys, once again, happy 4th anniversary, guys. So yeah, you guys probably saw it on your phone, on your mobile device, but Iphi update finally dropped, guys. So let's see what she's about. She's there's not many details about her so far, guys. Just to be clear, it's a global first character. So first. So she's a mystery from all of us, guys. So I don't have a lot of research on this character since it just got announced earlier this morning. So if you guys haven't checked it out, please go check out the update from the official website, or you guys can always look on my on the thing that I covered. I would gladly appreciate it. So alright, guys, let's see what we got. So another Eden version 2.14.510 ally encounter Iphi. So not the biggest update, guys, but look at that face. Adorable. I'm in love with the character. I also love her little bat, little wing. I was a big fan of Darkstalker growing up. Still am, by the way. Still am. And little vampire girls. Loved them. Alright, so as you guys can see, guys, the schedule is coming out January 27th. So it is depending on when you're watching, tomorrow or the day after. Super excited, guys. Let's see what we got. Alright, so we live in the underworld, bound by blood and bound by duty. To a vampire is to be proud and solitary. And for loom vampires with Spica at her back, Iphi. So her bat name is Spica, I guess. And she also has a giant coffin. Kind of cool. She also used a small gun. So apparently it is a thing. I was complaining earlier on stream that the gun was too small, but apparently those small guns are a thing. So I stand corrected. Alright, so we got an ally encounter, new allies Iphi will be available. We also get a Fateful Encounters 3 times paid, same thing as usual, guys. We also have a Fateful Encounters 4-year anniversary paid 1 time only. It's going to be available, which guarantee a 5 stars on the last. So guys, you know, if you did not do the Stargem Encounter prior update, this is also a good time to spend the money, guys, to get the character. So this is a good banner. Iphi, Eva, and Melissa. If you don't have Eva, you should get her. If you don't have Melissa, you should also get her. And you know, if you want to get Iphi, you should also get her. So spend that money, guys. It is definitely worth it. So yeah, so you know, we're getting Eva again. So re-encounter, Fateful Encounter Eva. The encounter Melissa is paid 1 time only. You are guaranteed to encounter the following 5 times character. So it's kind of cool because you pay and you get a 5-star Melissa. So thumbs up. She's worth it. She's worth it. We're also, guys, getting a Chronostone bonus from 20 to 50, so more stone for more pull, guys. Pretty sweet. We're also getting a nice deal, 2,200 Chronostone package, 4,500 stone package. Same as usual, actually. Same as usual. This is also kind of being used, guys, for celebration again. Happy anniversary, another Eden. We are getting 4 green keys and 2 red keys every day and 1 pulse, guys. So if you guys need to do your trial, this is also great to get tomes, transcript, to do that farming. It is winter where I am, and there's actually a giant snowstorm coming. So great time to stay inside under the blanket and spend my day farming. So the duration of the campaign is going to last from the 27th to February 6th, and you need to update your apps to get everything. So you can collect more keys, card, and hold pulls than the normal limit, but if you exceed the limit, the keys, cards, and the pulse pull will not be restored in the time pass. So make sure that you guys waste it. I mean, not waste it, but you know that you spend it. We also getting, guys, this is cool that it's back. We are also getting the Whispered of Salt, Whispered of Time. So for 10 days, guys, you will get a free pull from any characters in the game, and on the last day you will get a automatic 5-star, which is kind of neat. Free 5-star for everybody. This is actually really great for beginners because the chance to get a duplicate is really low. Someone like me is not so lucky since I own a lot of the characters. Still, I can always use more light or more darkness. Yeah. So the corresponding encounter is accessible once a day during the campaign by using the Whispers of Time max time. Then each time you initiate the Whispers of Time encounter, you will receive 1 time drops. When you collect 10 of them, you will get another item called Whisper of Time, and that's going to give you a pull, which guarantees a 5-star class character. Make sure, guys, to log between January 27 to February 20 to get those pulls. They are worth it for everybody, guys. And we're also getting other stuff, and we're also getting the bug fix. But let's get back, guys. Let's get back to business, guys. This is good stuff. But we're here. Let's get back. All right, so I'm gonna switch, guys, the page. Sadly, there's no image. As you guys, as I told you, the character is really new. So so there's nothing. I can't really judge her, her sprite or her full character, because I don't have any big pictures. But from what I saw from her character sheet, for her sprite in the game, that cinematics that we saw, and her picture, 10 out of 10. I love it. But make sure, guys, that you get back, because once I do some polls, server's gonna be with me, and I want to hear her judgment, because it's always fun to hear what other people think. All right, guys. So Iphi, the little vampire girl, she is fire and shade. She uses a blunt. Strangely enough, she uses a staff, ring, and also a shadow. She has a gun. I thought she would be bow, but she is staff. So keep that in mind. There's no base, there's no sprite, there's nothing. She's super new, guys. Let me read the description. A vampire who once sat at the right hand of king of their kind in the underworld. Each vampire has a special power that activate upon drinking blood, but Iphi's power is rare and little known. She often teases others and can be hard to deal with, but she's kind to her bat familiar. No one knows what's within the coffin she carries. On the side note, guys, keep in mind that we got introduced to that character by saying she does not protect allies. She uses allies to protect herself. So a little bit of a kind of a sadistic character, and I like that. So her tome is called Carmelia, vampire reference, guys. Wink, wink. There's no stats. There's nothing else, but she has a biting shade stance. This is interesting, guys. This is interesting. There's no news, so there's not a lot to be known. So I'm gonna try to give you as much as information as I can, which is not a lot on the website. But there's some skill here and there on the Facebook page that people took screenshots. So from what I saw on the video, she's the type of character that deployed a shade zone, and that will be able to take everyone's elemental ability and change it to zone, a little bit like Nikoko, not Nikoko, but a little bit like Tsukiya does with fire. So that seems to be super strong, because if I recall correctly, there's not many characters in the game that are weak to shade. So let's jump on Facebook, guys. I don't really do that most of the time, but since there's no other information, so there you go. At the start of a battle, all party members except the user gains blood contract. I don't know what blood contract is right now, but our first skill, called Wildprinz Gnisnach. I'm sorry, guys, I don't speak German. Primitive, deploy biting shade stance, and all allies members increase magic damage based on max MP value for 5 turns. If no characters are under blood contract, all other members enter blood contract. Blood contract, lunatic risk taker effect, and attacks that would hit all damage instead only hit the characters with the blood contract. In exchange, the user takes double damage. In the event of an allies take damage that would KO them, and Iphi is on the front line and able to move, consume blood contract and restore 100% HP and restore all status. So, if I understand this correctly, you want to give blood contract to your tank to make them tankier. There you go. So ready as AS, your time to shine is once again. When in biting shade stand, change all party members' attack to type into shades type until the end of turn. There you go. So that was the thing I was talking to you about. Another skill is called Nocturnal Progression. Parties powers intelligence and speed plus 50% for 3 turns, and Cyclone wins immunity for 1 turn. Buff effect and turn duration increase based on number of stack scenes. Max 2 use her magic. We don't know what scenes are yet. We don't know that, but if I would ask to guess, it would be every time you get hit or something similar to that. So we'll see tomorrow, guys. I'm really trying to give you as much detail as I got from the video. So yeah. Ichorophilia. Shade type at magic attack of all enemies 3 times, excel strength times 3, and ignore target's defense and guaranteed critical. That is really strong. Strength increase further based on number of stacks seen max 2. When seen stack 3, inflicts elemental break. Shade to all enemies 3 times. Yeah. So that seems to be a little powerful, guys. A little powerful. Yeah. Yeah, that's just take a moment. Like, yeah, she's a shade hitter, and everyone in your team can change that. Can use shade and all the buff and everything. So I don't think she's gonna be like a heavy hitter like Eva or Flamelipis, but I think she's gonna be a semi-heavy hitter that makes sure that you don't die. So that's gonna be interesting. We'll see tomorrow. So that's a little character concept art. Really like it. We'll go over it with Silver once we do the poll, guys. I know most of the time I do them with Silver here, but her work schedule is a little bit all over the place, so she's not here. But once again, she'll be here next time. Okay, so the character synopsis. Alright, so these are Baki's battle tips. So let's try to read them a little bit, maybe to understand the character a little bit more. She doesn't shield her allies, she used them as shield. So that was the quote I was referring to. The key to battle is blood contract, which is guaranteed to main party members, except herself when starting the battle with Iphi in the front line, or when using her wild per gain snack skill. Effect on blood contract when it's granted to an ally. So you get Lunatic Risk Taker. Attack to all allies are received only by that allies, and damage taking is double. So Aldo is risk take. Like, we have a team. Aldo has blood contract. All damage goes to Aldo, but he takes double damage, which sucks. If an ally would take damage, I would knock them out. If Iphi is in the front line and able to move, blood contract is consumed to recover 100% of HP and restore status effects. So yeah, it's kind of like having a tank with 2 life. So if you probably could do some crazy combo with that. Unlike being KO, effects such as buff, debuff, and singing, as well as attack planned to be performed on that turn, are not cancelled. So you don't die. You kind of like, I would assume the thing just gets removed and you still are able to act. Something cool maybe will happen. So that's kind of OP. Just because you probably could soak a lot of damage with that, and yeah, I'm hyped. Alright, second tip from Baki. She demands a unique flow of battle, sacrificing her allies to boost herself and then using them as a shield once again. High Fees is boosted based on the number of scene stacks that are granted to her by consuming blood contracts. So, once again, I would assume that an enemy attack, Aldo's again. Aldo gets as blood contract. Aldo she gets seams. So that's probably how it's gonna work. So the tank gets damage, she gets buff. Skill nocturnal progression, increased power, speed, and intelligence of all party members for 50%. Buff, effect, and turns are increased up to twice depending on the number of seen. So yeah, so I think they're gonna play with a number from like 25, 35 to 50 depending on the number of seen stack, which is great because she gets stronger the more she has. Skill Ichorophilia deals shade types magic attack to all enemy times 3. Excel, strength, ignore target, defense, guaranteed critical strike. So even though the character has, like, the enemy has defense, you pass through it times, like, that's kind of strong. When 3 scene stacks, it's also inflict elemental break shade of all enemies. So, boom. See, I don't know if you guys are like seeing a pattern here on like why a lot of people think she's super strong. Her skill Watpi Ganassin Grand Blood contract to all main party members except for herself. If there is no allies with blood contract, it's also primitively deployed Shade Zone, biting Shade Stance, and boosts magic damage of all party members depending on their max MP. Once again, she's going to be super strong with a team of mage. Boom. The key is to grant blood contract to 3 allies in the front line. Use those 3 allies as shield and consume them quickly, and stack 3 seams on herself to maximize the effects of Ichorophilia. Rose Lilac. Rose Lilac, that's another skill, guys. Preemptively and permanently grant pain and poison to all enemies, ignoring your resistance, while also decreasing their speed, power, and intelligence, and all type resistance by 35%. Oh, by the way, the buff effects are capped at 50% depending on the amount of seam stack. It's also lasts 6 turns. So, yeah. I don't know if you guys are, yeah, that's insane right there. New Zone Biting Shade Stand is a perfect match for Iphi. Nishna, I don't even pronounce it properly, can be used when Biting Shade Stand is deployed to change the attack type of all party members to Shade type attack until the end of turn. Take advantage of mental focus and use WoW twice in your magic party. Turn powerful magic attack like Flamilipis, Eva, Nagias, and Alma into Shade type to deal heavy blow. Iphi herself has powerful buff and debuff, as she has blood contract granted. She can also heal, making it easy to field more attackers. She seems to be like a perfect match for Eva and Flamilipis, and just, you know, go there, Shade. I cannot wait to maybe have her. So once again, the Baki's battle tip. WoW can deploy Biting Shade Stance while granting blood contract to all party members. Buff and debuff with Nocturnal Progression and Rose Lilac while stack scene. After stacking 3 scenes, use Acrophilia to attack while inflicted a mental break. Shade, and use the second WoW to change allies' attack to Shade to boost their attack power. That's it. That's it, guys. And here's the pictures I wanted to see. And then this is like a little sprite. So, 40th anniversary, guys. Honestly, this is amazing for real. Like, that character is just once again, every characters we had for like anniversary, they're just hit after hit after hit. So I'm definitely gonna roll for her. And yes, she seems to be fun to play and broken. The power creep is real. I was in the deny zone, but it is real. So there you go. And I was also announcing a bunch of stuff. Chapter 3 is coming at the end of February. So that's it, guys, for today's update. I know it's a little bit like different. I wish I had more information about this character, but sadly I got nothing more than this. But that being said, guys, thank you for being with me, and please, if you like what I do, hit the subscribe button and like button, guys, and please come back for when I'm gonna try to pull her and see if I'm gonna be full of salt or some sweet, and for Silver's opinion on that new character. See you guys later. Bye bye.